Hi there, I'm John Jeffries and I'm the creator of Tax Case Studies. Tax Case Studies can bring to you webinars with the convenience of training being held right in your own office or indeed wherever you are with your mobile device. It's convenient and it's very good value. The benefits to you of this is that there is a planned 1-hour structured presentation. This presentation has specific learning objectives and you will know what it is that you are going to be learning prior to investing your money in the webinar, so that you can know whether it's appropriate for you or your staff before you attend. The webinars are outstanding value. For each connection, the cost is only 66 Australian dollars, including GST. And any number of people may attend or may look at the particular webinar. And so it's a $66 price per connection, but anybody in your firm can watch the webinar through that one connection. So you can see that on a per person basis, the value can be quite exceptional. Now, the webinars are presented by me, John Jeffries, and I'm a very experienced taxation advisor. I've been advising on tax matters for 30 years. I've been a partner in major accounting firms, and also I've had a great deal of experience in presenting tax training and superannuation training to people in accounting firms and law firms. And indeed, I have spent a lot of time thinking about and researching the way the human mind retains information from the perspective of the tax legislation, because the tax legislation does present unique challenges, and my training is designed to deal with those unique issues. You will experience high quality sound and vision. The sound that you're hearing on this video should be similar or even better in the webinars that you attend. The vision should also be quite good as long as you have a reasonable sort of internet connection. Now, the maximum number of people that can attend a webinar is 24, and I keep it like that because I want to make sure that the participants are able to interact with me and that you don't feel like that you're one of a massive crowd. You will find that the content will be engaging and you will feel like that I am talking to you personally. So what do you need to attend? Well, not much. You've got to have an email address, an internet connection, and speakers on your computer. There is no need for you to have a microphone or a webcam. I have those, but you don't need them. After you register, and you can see how to do that below, there will be a link to the webinar emailed to you just prior to the webinar time coming around. And so what you do is you click on that webinar link and it will take you to a web page where you put in your name and then you enter into the webinar virtual room. I will be there to greet you. You'll be able to see me on the webcam and I will see your name come up in the chat pod and I will welcome you into the webinar. You may have attended a webinar where you lost interest, you got bored, or a bit sleepy even. Well, you're not alone. There's a lot of people that have that reaction with webinars. Webinars present a unique challenge for a person who is giving training because you don't have the interpersonal verbal clues to know whether people are nodding off or not. So that issue, that is nodding off, is not going to happen in a Tax Case Studies webinar, and here's why. Tax Case Studies webinars are conducted with the express purpose of helping you to achieve the learning objectives which you'll know about before the presentation. Now, research has shown that with webinars, the key issue that enables effective learning is interaction between the presenter and the people who are watching the webinar. So how does that happen? So in the webinar, you might experience the following things. You will get colour and movement in relation to the explanation of the information. Now, that may be through a virtual whiteboard that I'm drawing on, or it might be a movie, or some other sort of thing that engages your attention. There will also be regular question and answer times whereby you can type in questions into the chat pod and I will respond to them verbally through the webinar. There will also be quite often questionnaires to test your knowledge, and you will respond to the questions which relate to the information that I've just given, and your answers, I should add, will not be known to anybody, but it's a way of engaging you in the material, because when you see me presenting it, you know that there is going to be some questions coming. You might even see some games that I create from time to time, and my business is called Tax Case Studies, and so you will also see case studies, the application of the law to real life facts.
No! 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 No!
And I can guarantee you that there will be no death by PowerPoint. The adult attention span is around about 20 minutes. And due to this, the Tax Case Studies webinars are designed in a particular way with a particular process. So what happens is that about every 10 minutes, the following process is repeated. So first of all, there is a presentation of the new information that is part of the webinar topic, and this is done in an interesting way. Then secondly, there is the ability to ask questions about that information that has been presented through the chat pods, typing in your questions and me responding to them, and that gives some clarification to the information. And then following that is then a specific interaction by you, the participant, to some learning technique that I have put on the webinar. And very often that will be a style of questionnaire, true, false, or multiple choice, or some other type of thing like a simple game and so forth. Again, no one will see your responses to those particular questions, but through that process, over the course of the hour, that is, present the information, allow questions to be taken, and then to get you to respond to the material, you'll find that Tax Case Studies webinars are far more engaging than anything that you've ever attended. Something I would also like to make clear is that Tax Case Studies webinars presented by me will be safe and non-threatening. Unfortunately, some presenters tend to try to show off their expertise in the particular presentation, and this belittles the participants and makes them not want to participate. That won't happen with one of the seminars that I conduct. You won't be talked down to and you won't be belittled. Apart from being rude, this type of presenter behaviour is designed to specifically stop the learning process. So adults learn best when they're having fun and they're relaxed. So I invite you to experience tax and superannuation training with a real difference. Below this video are the details of how you can register for the next Tax Case Studies webinars, and I encourage you and your staff to test out whether the tax case studies format and method of tax and superannuation training presentation is right for your staff. And at the cost of 66 Australian dollars, including GST, which is of course tax deductible, there's not much risk involved. So I look forward to inviting you into a tax case studies webinar sometime soon. Thank you for watching.